Hey there, everyone. Nice to see you. It is episode 20 of Project 2 of The Joy of Functional Game Dev. And the GitHub release is the 0.19 end of episode 19 instead of episode 20, which, as we all know, means I did not do anything in between episode 19 and episode 20. The Trello board still has a bunch of things that we would like to do one day, but we've got some work to do today. Today, we have to change how we are storing. We have to change how we are storing our map objects, and the reason, and we also have to change another thing about this. But what we're going to do first is we're going to change map grid. So map cell is no longer going to have a map object option in it. Sad to say, no, it is not. So what we're going to do is that's going to leave, which means that in play state, here in play state, we also need to have a objects collection, which will be a cell map of map object. The other part that we have to do is something I realized after doing this last time. When I have a PC encounter, I'm not going to have any NPC encounters. When I have an NPC encounter, I'm not going to have any PC encounters, because that's not how that works. And then other times I'm not going to have anything. So really, this can all be handled by a single union case, and because it might exist where there are none of them, it is whatever union. Basically, the union case will be current encounters or something like that, or encounters, and it'll either be a value of PC encounter with a cell location, NPC encounters with a cell location list, and it will be an option inside of play state. But we change one thing at a time. We don't change multiple things at a time, because we will get lost and it'd be very frustrating. But so right now, objects are where the objects go. And we're going to have enough to deal with just with that. And we'll start the compilation and we'll start to work it out. So you may say to yourself, why don't I plot these things out in a better way? And I'm going to tell you, I'm making this up as I go. So really, shouldn't map be, and this is the problem. So shouldn't my update actors take a play state and return a play state? Doesn't that make more sense? Let's do that. And just return one, because a play state is what has all of these things in it. And my actors, that's going to be, yep, it's going to be a doozy. All right, so the actors in play state are the objects. Should I call them actors in my game state? I think I probably should, because really that's what they are. They are actors. So, all right, getting back to the thing. So there is no map, so actor locations, and I don't need any of this. And I have the original play state. But actually, all right, so here's how it's going to go. Play state with actors equal, what is a cell map? Let's look at it. Cell map is really just it's a Do I have to specify the type? No, it'll figure it out. And playstate dot actors. Or do I need to do that? Do I leave the actors in or do I not? Not sure. Don't know what to do. So let's leave the actors in because we do have to have actor collisions. So we're just going to have play state is the state. It's going to fold on it, but the actors are what we're going to iterate through. So, well, this is no longer fun. It's called current state. And playstate actors is, well, that is a location, and that's an actor. So cool. So that's about the same. So the current state is there, but now update actor location. That's actor. Current turn, which we got, and then current map and encounters, and that's going to be called play state. Or sorry, current state. Alright. So we have location, which is right, actor, which is a map object, current turn, which is that. This will be play state, and this is going to return a play state. And really, we're just going to return play state. And cool. You will have to forgive me. I think I'm coming down with a cold. All right. Okay, moving on. So got the update actors and the update actor done correctly. So move boat, match player location with some cell location. So it's going to grab the thing, but it has to get out of actors. Not that. And that one has to get it out of okay, this one I think is I think it's dot contains key. Contains key next location. All right. And this one is a update actors. Well, update actors takes a well, I don't need to do this anymore because a move boat takes a play state and it should return. Very strange. All right. All right. So, and now, update actors. So, so I need to, I'm gonna have to, I think really the thing here is that I need, so state map, I don't think get player location should be on a, let's go to the definition there. Get player object. Get player location should not be on a map grid. It should be on an, what do you got? Actors, which is a cell map of map object. We're going to take actors. We're going to try pick where match cell with is boat location sum. Given a map object option, All right. So how to do. So this is expecting a map object to choice, but it's given a map object to map option to choice. We'll go with some is, but is that going to work? If that works, no, that shouldn't work. Match cell with. I think I have to do this. To do kind of in 2 steps. Some actor. Otherwise, none. Because that cell should be a map object. Well, the try-pick cell, it's going to be a map object. So right, isBuild is but given a cell is a map object. Let me go to the definition of that. It is take. Okay. All right. So then, where was I? Some cell. Aha. Okay. That's all cool. So my update visible flags can no longer. This is in map cell. So I also need. The actors. Actors. Should be a map of cell locations to map object. And this is not the greatest way of going about this. This is the, hey, we need to make it work. Okay, so that gets the actors in there. And original cell. And setting an object should be, is to be done with, let's rename you, actors. And you are a map object. And that should be another map object. So, cell map object, original cell with that. I don't really need so I set the object like so. Okay. So now I have actors and I want to set the cell location to why do I even need to do this anymore? This is no longer necessary. But there are places where I'm calling this. Oh, and I've got the ability to wrap these things. That's going to be important. So really, match map object with some actor. Then you're going to take the actors, add at cell location map object. I'll call it actor. Otherwise, we're going to return actors because we're not going to mess with them. And that is how that gets done. So, let's all right, actors map add cell location map object. Oh, it's actor. And now we should be good. And actually, we're going to rename this as set. So now let's fix everything before we start to rename stuff. Now the thing this needs is the actors. Let's put that in here. Map object actors cell map. What doesn't return. No, it doesn't need these things. Okay. Doesn't need a cell. Map object, okay. Okay, so that one works. Update visible flags, which takes a. Look at the definition there. Take the visible flags. It takes the actors and okay, I can put visible func. Expecting an A. What's an A? What? Update visible flags. Go to definition. Needs the actors as well as the map. Alright. We'll put, that's actually state.actors here. And we'll put state.actors over in here. So that's cool. And that's gonna, that takes a see where else we can, what else we can do. It's not state.mapgrid, it's state.actors. And this one is map cell option if render cell for map cell. I think I also am going to need a actor map object option. Okay. So map cell dot. So this is wacky. All right. So this is all wrong. If it's an actor. Yeah, the match is wrong. Match actor map cell with some X and then whatever. So object render cells. So if I have an actor and I don't care what the map cell is, I got an actor, that's going to be render cells takes some map object, actor, so some and whatever. Okay, so none, and then some whatever, and terrain render cells. And then anything else. So I got to figure out the unexplored cell. Right. And this is a, should have type unit, but it has type render cell. And that's exactly what I want. So the thing is, I need a when some x, when x dot visible, and not x visible, unexplored render cell. I think this will work. I think this will really, really work. I think this is the better way to go. Yes. Now, is there a thing where, huh. So there's a way to bind this, and I'm just not going to. So this is my differentiator. All right, so if there's an actor, if there's some actor, don't even care what the actor is, then you're going to render the cell of the actor. If there is no actor, then if there's some map cell where it is visible, then render the terrain cell. Okay, I think that's right. And it doesn't have a field cell object, so where's this one at? Update, still update actor. Gotta get to that one last. So, object is none. Set terrain. Well, don't do anything with terrain. Leave it alone. And you also leave it alone. Okay, actors. No assignment field. What's going on today? Alright, so. Yes, so actors. Actors equals map.empty. Okay, now we're cool. Still that one. Visible flags needs the my goodness. I think I need to have the and then generate the world objects. So I generate islands gives me a what? How in the world? So go to definition. How in the world? It can't. I need actors in here because it's not really. Oh, the set objects funk. And that's where it's going to. So set objects func, which is a. Okay, because now I'm using. Alright, so the set objects func, this type has to change. So where is my set object? So the cell map has to be that. Selector none. Actually, this one I have to do a map dot remove cell location. Because if it's a none, if I set it to none, it needs to remove it. I forgot that for a second there. Alright. Cool. So the set objects function takes a cell location map object and then a cell. This is the problem. So the set object function takes map of map objects and returns a map of map objects. So generate world objects. Now also generate world objects. The set one is that and that. So now that should be okay. And it needs not map because it's going to need actors. So we're going to need actors. Object. Let's go pass actors in there. Actors. I think this is going to have to. Good. Okay. So generating the locations will return me a what? It'll return me a set of cell locations. That's great. And then that set goes to sequences. Sequence of all objects. Okay, wait. Actors and what else? So wait. So cell my set object function takes a cell location and a map object and a cell map of those things. So I have those things, it returns those things. And it's not the map. I put the actors in there. Generate location returns a set of that. So sequence, zip all objects, fold. What is detail and mark? Detail and location. Well, yes, folds are difficult to understand. So we're going to take the actors. Looking at it. All right. Fold. I start with actors, and actors is a what? Generate world objects. Here's our problem. We don't care. We don't care what we're generating. We're generating that. So we're taking the actors, and we're spitting it. Okay, so now that compiles. So, map locations, we'll fold it, and this takes a. We don't have. So here's our map. Let map equal that. Okay, so then let actors equal that. Generate world objects gives me a and the last thing I need is that, so map.empty. Actors is that, so what's the then then update visible flag takes a what does it return? It returns those things. Create world, which will spit out a do you spit out? There's a lot of stuff going on here. So terrain func, there's random. Oh, and it spits out. What is this thing supposed to? It's supposed to spit out. No definition. What do you spit out? But I need you to spit out both of these things because I've got actors. Okay, this is going to be ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. The actors aren't going to change. But what's going to happen? It's going to return both of those things. So none, it's going to return actors, comma, map. Okay. And then this is visible func. Map sets the visible func. Visible location. Specs. Let's go to your definition as well. Oh wait, what does set? So set visible func is a cell location cell map. I don't know. Hold. Visibility template. I think in the end it's actors, comma, all this. And that probably does work. Oh, I've made it impossible to read. Okay, so generate world objects, which will return me a... So what's wrong with you? So why don't you... Oh, the block file. Okay, so then... What does this thing spit out? What does create world supposed to spit out? So update visible flags. Go to that guy. The update visible flags takes a set visible func, actors, and a map. I don't have the actors anywhere. Eek, I've gotten myself into a corner. So, wait a second. All right, update visible flags. I take actors and the map. So then, how does this work? Actors, map, and double do that. When you did, okay, cool. And the last one is update actors, which takes a play state. Yeah. Then what do you take? Well, this is not the way to do this anymore. Yuck, 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 yuck. So go to the definition of update actors. It takes current, takes that and play state. Well, that's all right. Well, let's grab out what we got going on here and make it back into a play state because I got a play state, right? So update map grid. So we're gonna go state with map. So, all right. This what we're going to do is this is going to return this map get occupied. If it contains, then there's a this is no longer going to be our return. So these things are going to move to here. And so this is going to be, if it contains a key, then state with, did I have to change map grid? I don't even need this anymore. All right. Okay, so wait, here's the start of it. And then here's the end of it. Right. So these have to go, this goes away, these come back. I don't have to change the map grid, I just have to have state with PC encounter equals some next location. And this has to go away. Oh, and there's that. And then all right. Don't need you. I can then and then say state with map grid equals updated map grid. And then this one is state with C encounter is none. NPC encounters equals list.empty. And we'll do to the play to the sum, to the play state to the sum over here. And then play state sum. And holy crap, that compiles, and that's just NPC encounters equals list.empty. Right. Property returns. So capital empty and little empty do the same thing. How lovely. So, alright. It's convoluted, but actually I think it got cleaned up a little. Let's build just to be sure. Build failed. Okay, good. It couldn't have been that easy, could it? So what's your problem? So set object, so I don't want map. Updated map grid. This. This has to be updated actors. Let updated actors equals state.actors, and these things happen to them. And that's very strange. All right. These are the updated actors. Okay. We have to. We have this thing. This right here returns Go to the, why? It doesn't modify, this doesn't modify the actors in the slightest. So stop returning them. This may cause other problems. Build it again. I do so enjoy it when the entire episode is, what do you take? You take a render location, map cell, and okay, and let actor equals state dot actors dot try find map location. Which one does it take? It takes given a, let's go to it. Go to it. Needs an actor first. So let's just, okay. Render cell actor map cell. All right. It's very angry and red now. All right, so just a map. And get the actors out of there. No longer need that because I'm only updating visible flags. The actors do not change. I should not be returning them. What's the problem now? There's got to be a problem now. And this is that moment. That moment when I was like, huh, well, everything compiles. And you wonder what sort of a spectacular thing is going to happen when you try to run it. And you're a little nervous, and you're like, maybe it'll work. Maybe I get it done. No, I doubt it. And argument exception was unhandled. Well, what happened here? Okay, the state was a play state, and some locations function. State actors, there aren't any. How did this happen? Well, here's actors. There aren't any. There are a bunch of those. There are none of those. What happened during map create? Oh, it doesn't return it. Wait a second. To the definition. And that really is fine that it does that, but so does create world do its thing? Find all the so it's something about initial map. Well, initial actors, initial map. Initial map. All right. So here's our problem. Oh, this. Yuck. This is horrible. So the actors, and then pass the actors on the map to the okay. Let me sigh. Alright. And then the initial actors become the actors, because I've said there are no actors, but I've generated them. Okay. Well, that was a little more straightforward than I thought. Well, let's see. Come on and work. And oh my goodness. Okay, it's can't move, but why can't I move? And we're always showing things. Alright, so our rendering event handler, we were close here. We were close. So, alright. Where was the on idle state? There it is. Alright. Up the render grids. There's my render cell for map cell. Go to the definition there. And when X is visible, I have to do it this way. So when X is visible, then do that, and then sum of that. And when it's not visible, unexplored cell. Yes, I know it's ugly, but at least I've got the world rendering, and I think at this point then it will have it rendering correctly. There it is. Nothing's happening when I'm hitting the key. So let's see what's going on. Am I getting to move boat? Let's first find out. Am I getting to move boat? I am getting to move boat. So I get my player location. And my player location has some cell location. That's great. So get the boat, get the next location. Okay, the grid contains key next location. Then I wind up with a PC encounter. Ah, okay. This is wrong. So now I have to check actors rather than so. All right. So if it contains the next location, I have to check the actor. Okay. If the actors contains the next location, then I'm suddenly in a PC encounter. Otherwise, let's give it a shot. Okay. Can I move? Okay. Well, we'll just. All right. Play location. Here's the next location. So state with my act. Otherwise, okay. So my updated actors are my. Oh, okay. All right. All right. All right. Actors equal updated actors. All right. How about now? Because it tried. It tried to move. Yeah, we're back. Yay, we're moving around. We're entering into things. We're escaping from them. Alright, and in only 50 minutes we have gotten ourselves exactly back to where we were in the first place. But now it is a time where I've gotten my responsiveness back. Before, it was scanning through and partitioning for all the map objects. Ah, what a wonderful feeling to have. And so now, something that we could do. Shall we Yeah, I don't have the, I just don't. Okay. So we could go, the one other thing that we need to do is, we're going to do it. Type encounters equals C encounter of cell location, NPC encounters of cell location list, and replace this with encounters, which is of type encounters. All right. Do I really need this anymore? Because now I can just match out what this is encounters option. Do I need that anymore? Well, I suppose I could still use it. Match play state encounters with some PC encounter blah, some NPC encounters blah, and none. That gets everybody. X. Now we gotta go to the places where this gets updated correctly. Well, where it gets updated so I can fix the places. So some PC encounter, whatever. Do I have to do this? I think I probably do. Yeah. Some NPC encounter. Alright, build it some more. Alright. With encounters equals some PC encounter next location. And NPC encounters will not be set to anything. So encounters equals some PC encounters. Wait, so that's none. Counters equals none. Okay. With encounters equals none. Alright. Let's call it encounters equals none. Be a beautiful thing, and this didn't take nearly as long as the other change. You gonna work? I hope you're gonna work. You're gonna work. I know you're gonna work. Okay, I'm gonna find myself something to encounter. Enter the merfolk. That doesn't sound right. Okay, cool. And then escape, and then free. Okay, great. Refactor of both things complete. And that's a bit of code change, isn't it? Will this allow me to pair with unlock? Will this allow me to look? It will. Look at that. A lot of interesting changes. I think perhaps the most interesting. It's like, yep, here most of this file here changed. But all right, we got ourselves in a state where next time I promise we will be able to get some sort of encounter or NPC encounter working. We've gotten ourselves into a point where yes, our how we store the world makes sense and is relatively efficient, and the types all make sense. This part, don't know, because I could just do this switch. But really, I suppose bucketizing it into 3 different states, rather than having these sort of cumbersome things, I suppose that does have some merit. But so, thank you so much for sticking with me on this journey. I know this one is, this one's a lot more complex than the first one, so it's taking a bit longer to get to a place where some really cool stuff's going to happen, but we're there. We're right at the cusp. Thanks for sticking with me, and you keep the joy of functional game dev in your heart, and I'll see you next time.